Hello friends, welcome back to chapter number 10, circle, exercise number 10.2. Well, in first lecture of this chapter, chapter number 10, circle, we have discussed 10 different concepts of this circle. The first concept, and that is definition of circle. Set of all the points from a fixed point at a given distance, that is known as circle. The fixed point is known as center of a circle, and the fixed distance is known as radius of a circle. Then we have discussed second concept, and that is radius of a circle. As you know, a line segment whose one end point is a center of a circle and the other end point is a point of a circle is known as radius of a circle. Then we have discussed third concept, that is chord of a circle. A line segment whose both the end points are point of a circle, then it is known as chord of a circle. Friends, we have also discussed one very important concept, that is diameter. A line segment whose both the end points are point of a circle and passes through the center of a circle is known as diameter. We have also discussed the longest chord of a circle is also known as diameter. We have discussed the third definition, that is a chord passes through the center of a circle is diameter. Well, friends, we have also discussed fifth concept, that is secant. A line which intersect the circle in two distinct points is known as secant, and the another definition is a line containing chord of a circle. This AB is a chord. So if you write AB line segment, it becomes chord. But if you write line AB, then it becomes secant. And that's why we can also write one another definition of secant, that is a line containing chord is known as secant. Well, now the sixth point, that is tangent of a circle. You know, a line which intersects or touches the circle at one and only one point, that is known as secant of a tangent of a circle, and this is known as point of contact. Well, the seventh article, that is congruent circle. Two circles having different centers but same radii, they are known as congruent circle. The eighth topic, that is concentric circle. Two circles having same center but a different radii R1 and R2, then these two circles are known as concentric circle. Well, we have also discussed one very important part of this chapter, that is radius drawn to the point of contact from the center. So this is radius, and this radius is always perpendicular to tangent of a circle. We have to use this concept in many examples. Radius of a circle drawn point from center to the point of contact is perpendicular to the tangent of a circle. Well, we have also discussed the 10th point of this chapter, that is partition of a plane of a circle by a circle. Let me take O is a center. One point P is there. Here let me take one point, and here let me take one point. If OP is less than R, then P is a point which is in the interior part of a circle. If OP is equal to R, then P is a point which is on the circle. And if OP is greater than R, then we can say that point P is in the exterior part of a circle. So 10th point was partition of a plane of a circle by circle. So circle divide plane of a circle in three parts. Set of all the points on the circle, set of all the points in the interior part of a circle, while set of all the points in the exterior part of a circle. So friends, we have revised 10 concepts which we have already understood in our first lecture. Well, in second lecture we have solved exercise number 10.2, 5 examples. That is nothing but it is application of these 10 important concepts from circle to last one, that is partition of a plane of a circle by circle. Well, so we have revised last two periods. First period regarding the concept of the circle, and second period regarding the exercise number 10.1. Well, let me start today exercise number 10.2. Only 5 examples are there in this exercise. Today we are going to solve the first 3 examples. These examples are nothing but application of all the 10 principles which we have studied in first period, as well as Pythagoras principle. Well, let me start example number 1. Solution number 1. From a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter. So let me draw one circle. Q is a point in the outside. Let me draw one tangent. So the length of the tangent from the Q is 24 centimeter. The length of the tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter. So this distance is 24 centimeter. And the distance of Q from the center is the center, though OQ, O is the center, OQ is 25 centimeter. Then radius of the circle is blank. You have to find out the radius. As you know, the radius is perpendicular to the tangent. 9 concept, that is radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So this is 90 degree. Let me give one name, that is P. Well, again, from a point Q, the length of tangent of a circle is, so length of tangent is 24 centimeter, and the distance of Q from center is 25 centimeter. Then radius of the circle is blank, so you have to find out radius. Well, as you know, from concept number 9, the tangent and radius, they are perpendicular to each other. So we can say here OQ is equal to 25 centimeter, OP is equal to question mark, and PQ is equal to 24. Now measure angle OPQ is equal to 90 degree, and according to Pythagoras principle we can say OP square plus PQ square is equal to OQ square. So R square plus PQ means 24 square is equal to 25 square. R square plus 576 is equal to 625. So R square is equal to 625 minus 576. So R square is equal to 49. Therefore R is equal to 7. So friends, the question is radius of a circle is blank. So the radius of a circle is 7. So your option number A is true. And your question is choose the correct option and give justification. This is the justification. Pythagoras principle, find out the value of R. R is equal to 7, so radius is equal to 7. If they ask what is the diameter of a circle, then here you have to write diameter is equal to 2 times radius. So radius is 7, 2 into 7 is equal to 14. So your answer is 14. If they ask the diameter of the circle is length, then you have to write 40. Here your question is find out the radius, and that's why the radius is 7 centimeter. Well, so friends, in first example, we have used our concept number 9 as well as Pythagoras principle. Well, now let me start example number 2. Here figure is given to you. In the given figure, if TP and TQ, well, the point T, so TP and TQ are the two tangents of a circle with center O, so that measure angle POQ is equal to 110. Now question number 2. Okay, angle POQ is equal to 110. Then your question is to find out PTQ is equal to question mark. Oh, again you have to use concept number 9. You know, from this figure you can just identify that OP is nothing but is a radius, while PT is a tangent. You know, radius is perpendicular to tangent. Similarly, in this case, OQ is also radius and TQ is a tangent. So this one is also 90 degree. So here you can write from concept number 9, measure angle OPT is equal to angle OQT is equal to 90 degree. Now here OP, OQ, QT and PT, it form a quadrilateral. And as you know, the sum of all the four angles of a quadrilateral is 60 degree, 360 degree. So angle P plus angle O plus angle Q plus angle T is equal to 360 degree. Now here angle P is equal to 90 degree. Angle O means angle POQ, and this is given to you, and that is 110. Plus angle Q is 90 degree according to the principal number 9, plus angle T, that you have to question mark, so it is 360. So 90 plus 90, 80, 80 and 10, 90, 90 plus 180, 180, 190 and 290. So 290 plus angle T is equal to 360. So angle T is equal to 360 minus 290. So angle T is equal to 70 degree. So your question is find out angle PTQ. Therefore, angle PTQ is equal to 70 degree. So the B is your right answer, because your question is choose the correct option and give justification. The correct option is 70 degree. Here we have used concept number 9, that is radius is perpendicular to the tangent, and then we have used sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. We have put the value of angle P as well as angle O as well as angle Q, and you can easily find out the value of angle T. Angle of P is nothing but that is angle PTQ, and that is your question. Angle PTQ is equal to question mark. Well, now let me start example number 3, solution number 3. Two tangents PA and PB from a point. So here figure is not given to you. Here you have to draw figure. Let me take one point P. We have drawn two tangent PA and the another tangent is PB. This is PA, this is PB. So if tangents P and PB from point A to a circle with center O, so here center is O, are inclined to each other at 80 degree, means this angle is 80 degree. Then your question is to find out angle POA. So let me draw. That is AB is a radius, OA is a radius, and your question is to find out POA. So here you have to draw this. So your question is to find out this angle. Well, so friends, angle APQ is equal to 80 degree, that is given to you. According to concept number 9, angle A is equal to 90 degree. According to concept 9, angle B is equal to also 90 degree. So AOBP is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral OAPB is quadrilateral. And that's why the sum of these angle is 360 degree. The sum of this angle means angle OAP plus APB, angle APB plus angle PBO plus angle BOA is equal to 360 degree, because it is a quadrilateral and sum of all the four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Now OAP according to this principle it is 90 degree plus APB is also given to you, that is 80 degree, plus PBO is also 90 degree according to the concept number 9, plus angle BOA is equal to 360 degree. Now 90 plus 90, 180. 180 plus 80, that is 260. So 260 plus angle BOA is equal to 360 degree. So angle BOA is equal to 360 minus 260 degree, and that's why angle BOA is equal to 100 degree. You know, but angle BOA is not your question. Your question is to find out the value of angle POA. So POA. Now you know these two sides are same. Here OA is equal to OB. That's why angle POA angle POA is equal to half of this angle AOB. So angle POA is equal to half of 100, and that is 50 degree. So the value of the required angle, that is angle POA, is 50 degree, because these two sides are same, and that's why these two angles are also same. The total of these two angles, you can also write angle AOP plus angle BOP is equal to 100 degree. Both are same, and that's why angle AOP, 2 times AOP is equal to 100. So angle AOP is equal to 100 by 2 is equal to 50 degree. So friends, in these three examples we have used concept number 9, and that is radius of a circle is always perpendicular to the tangent of a circle. And then we have used one concept of 9th standard, that is sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. In first example we have used Pythagoras principle and concept number 9, and that is radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Well friends, here we have solved 3 examples. The third one is very important for an example point of view. Well, so in next period we will start the remaining example of this chapter. Thank you friends.